'cause you will never make it back. 'Cause this city, this town, is so much more than that. Baby, do you feel like surfing on the wave? Oh, baby, now we can freak it from Hollywood up to the Bay. Oh, yeah, let me show you what that was like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that was like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the west side,
Baby, let me show you what my side like. Don't get caught up in the limelight. All this water on my wrist, can't get the time right. I see you in hindsight, I see you as my wife. I see you with me in a 6'3", hair blowing in the breeze. It's your California dream. Yeah, tell me something I wanna believe. Tell me that you need me the way I need you on my team. If I see you in the spring, I would fall if you would leave. For the Mars and APs, they are ball in HD. From the west side with love, like I'm Diamond 13. Got me in real life, gotta say it for real twice. I'm from Southern California where the weather real nice. And the honey's not nice, still in the spotlight. I ain't got a vibe. If you wanna ride, I'll show you what the west side. Show you what the west
show
side.
you what that was like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that was like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the west side, we got what you want, we got what you like. Sunny days and palm trees, they'll get you. Just like that, when you leave, you'll be coming right back. 'Cause you can't get enough of this California. Show you what that was like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that was like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the west side, let me take you all around the west side. Let me take you all around. 'Cause I wanna take you all around. Let me take you all around. Let me take you all around.
Now, the starting lineup for the visiting Phoenix Suns. Forward, Torrey Craig. At center, DeAndre Ayton. At forward, Mikal Bridges. At guard, Chris Paul. At guard, Devin Booker. The head coach of the visiting team, Monty Williams. Let's get your starting five. At forward, 6'6", number 00, Royce O'Neal. At guard, 6'6", number 12, Joe Harris. At forward, 6'10", number 10, Ben Simmons. Guard, 6'5", number 26, Spencer Dinwiddie. At center, 6'11", number 33, Nicholas Claxton.
Hi everyone, greetings news from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Now, there were skeptics when the Suns picked Cam Johnson 11th in the 2019 draft. They said he was one-dimensional, but he's shown himself to be a versatile defender. Coach Monty Williams said, one thing he doesn't get credit for is his ability to finish. Whether it's a dunk or a layup, he can play fast and under control. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Torrey Craig is out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Brooklyn, O'Neal is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Harris, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. And here's Booker from the arc. The three-pointer is right on target. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, the form and the touch and the mid-range from DeAndre Ayton. This guy is special.
Dinwiddie passes to O'Neal. Dinwiddie against Paul. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded closely. Misses the layup. Here's Bridges. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. Here's Paul. Brooklyn with the rebound.
I don't know if he's trying to show off for the crowd or what. There's no reason for that kind of shot.
And the Nets miss again.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Ayton. Off target from 3-point range. Harris looking it over. There's the pass to Dinwiddie. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. This one for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Over Claxton. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. A nice shot by Booker.
How about Booker playing a little bit of cat and mouse, smart enough to know when it's better to pull up.
Passes it to O'Neal. Here's Dinwiddie. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
The shot's good from Paul.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
Poked away. Dinwiddie against Paul. Dinwiddie dishes to Simmons. Back to Dinwiddie. Now we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But Greg, you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. And Kevin Durant has talked about the Big 15 for the Nets, but Doris, depth has been a concern.
Yes, but Kevin, give Kevin Durant credit because he understands that he cannot win a championship by himself. An organization has got to manage payroll with big contracts and then find bargain role players. It's going to be a key to achieving their goals.
Now here's Simmons following the shot by Chris Paul. 6 on the shot clock. And a wide open look for Simmons. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Ayton. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at the Suns. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that.
Well, right now for the Suns, they'd probably say they'd expect to be a little higher in the standings at this point, but you can't get too down if you're them. They're still knocking on the door with an opportunity to get that top spot.
And I don't think anyone will be surprised if they do get it. They've been there before, and despite going through a little bit of a lull, we know they're capable of playing as well as any team in this league.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Simmons. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Suns leading by 4. The drive by Booker. It's deflected. And that one's good, Ayton. Here's Dinwiddie. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Harris outside. Three-pointer. Kept alive. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yes, he has the size, but you also have to be willing to be alert and active on the offensive glass. Ben Simmons, always a willing participant.
Now, here's Ayton. He had 35 points last game out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Craig against Simmons. Driving in, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Oh my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam King. Dinwiddie against Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
He plays with such an aggressive attitude. Even a sliver of daylight gets him to the rim.
They get a hand on it. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Here's Ayton. It's good from about 19 feet. Ayton's got 8.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Harris against Booker. Pass to O'Neal. Simmons inside. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Ayton inside. Harris is there. Yep, that one goes. 10 points for him.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Paul finds Booker. A fadeaway. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Timeout called, the Nets. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him. Here's Dinwiddie. And taken away by Paul. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Suns.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage. And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And that one falls for Bridges.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Ben Simmons. Curry comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Mills in for Dinwiddie. And for the Suns, Sharch comes in for Ayton. And it's Johnson in for Torrey Craig. Both free throws good from Bridges.
And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant's still a Brooklyn net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got KD.
Patty Mills is about winning, guys, and if that means finding the open man, he'll do just that.
Here's Paul. It's tipped. Mills with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
And that's a little like a fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Phoenix shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Warren's checked in for the Nets. Damian Lee, he's checked in for Phoenix. And it's Mills with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 16. And the wide open shot from Warren. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
That's what we call cashing in from the mid-range. T.J. Warren's been there a time or two.
Here's Paul. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Paul's got 8 points.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Mills. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Here's Paul. Again, Phoenix.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Nets trail by 16. Now, here's Mills. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Against Titans.
The Suns making a change here. Okogie's checked in. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Nets. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
Checking out Brooklyn, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebound or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra possessions. And getting wiped out on the boards kept that from happening.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And here's Mills. Pass to Finney-Smith. Inside. The kick out to Warren. The tray. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And that one drops. Paul's got 15 points.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Hot loose. And now Paul pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drops in the breakaway layup. And the Suns lead by 21.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Time to make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets.
Watanabe's checked in for Nicholas Claxton.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Finney Smith. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. Averaging about 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Now, here's Warren. He's got 5. Goes up the baseline. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Here's Curry following the score by Phoenix. And here's Mills from the arc. The shot comes out. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Okogie. Here's Saric. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's what you call getting to the right spot at the right time. Tremendous awareness from Dario Saric.
Now the pass to Finney Smith. Warren with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Good work there as it goes. Finney Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Curry on the wing. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Saric. It's hauled in by Warren. And it's Warren with the ball for the Nets. Passes to Watanabe. Johnson with the block. And he recovers it. Shot's good by Watanabe. Here's Paul. He's got 17. Shoots over Mills. A shot by Paul, no good.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Paul. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got 19 points.
Well, as good as Chris Paul's passing game is, the scoring ability is on par.
Outside Warren. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Warren's got 7. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for the Suns. He caused a lot of headaches with his defense that quarter, coming up with steals again and again. Right back after this break.
Your next, you get it.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And for the Suns, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
That's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Ben Simmons is out there with Warren. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Harris. And it's Sumner in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. And so it's Brooklyn with it after the Suns pick up 2. Simmons passes to Harris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, Joe Harris refusing to give an inch, and he is rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. Nicely done.
The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Being a second-round pick should never define you. And for Joe Harris, it has not. This guy is now one of the elite, feared three-point threats in the entire league. Understanding who he is and how he can be a part of a team.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. And Harris drops them both. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Ayton against Simmons. Trying to get open is Johnson. And the basket is good. Ayton's got 14.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort. Not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul. Here's Sumner. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Simmons. The 11-footer. There's O'Neal with the 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
Never expect Ben Simmons to miss a wide-open teammate. What a pass right there.
And it's in there.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Simmons. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Really left it on that time. O'Neal's got a pair of triples in the second half for the Nets.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Wow, the inability to counter the vertical of Devin Booker. Up and in.
Nets trail by 16. Sumner passes to Harris. 3-pointer. Bridges with the board.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Johnson, that's for 2. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Johnson's got his first basket of the night. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Claxton. Here's Sumner. Simmons on the wing. For Craig. The offensive rebound. Claxton no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Craig can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Back to Simmons. And the layup is good. Simmons got 8.
Simmons tough enough to match that contest. That's a good finish.
And Simmons is an asset in so many ways. Maybe most of all, his defense.
Well, unequivocally, Craig, this guy can guard 1 through 4. And I'm going to say because of the length and the strength he has, in a pinch, he could also guard most 5s. He's terrific on the defensive glass, and he can put a ton of pressure on you in his transition game. Like, this guy is a special talent. Great chemistry between 2 teammates. Love the passing.
Here's Booker. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 8. Here's Sumner. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Team foul.
It goes on Devin Booker. The Nets have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Now shooting 3.
Three shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. And Brooklyn making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in.
We got this.
Good on the second free throw.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And he makes all 3.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
On the wing, Johnson, guarded by O'Neal. A shot by Johnson, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Ben Simmons, a guy who will find you if you are open. You love his setup ability.
And there's the pass to Ayton. Brooklyn with the rebound.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Simmons.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. And Bridges jams it in.
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
Nets trail by 13. Out to the right wing. Here's Dinwiddie. Plays it up and banks it in. Dinwiddie's got 6.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Booker finds 8. Good. Nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, you want to see DeAndre Ayton seek out the contact on the interior. Boy, he's a big-time talent.
Here's Claxton, and he goes in for the dunk.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here's Bridges. Again, Phoenix.
Sometimes the mid-range is your best opportunity. Bridges more than willing to make that shot work.
Simmons looking around. They set the pick. Dinwiddie. Doubled by Bridges. Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 5th rebound in this one. Tipped away. Now here's Ayton. Defense right on him. Johnson's shot is off. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 13. Sumner passes to Dinwiddie. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 9.
Oh, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Timeout called. The Suns.
Suns timeout.
Watanabe's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Simmons. Thomas checked in for O'Neal. And it's Seth Curry in for Edmund Sumner. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Sharch is checked in for 8. Okogie comes in for Johnson. Lee's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Paul's subbed in for Devin Booker. Suns leading by 10. Lee passes to Okogie. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Wow, Josh Okogie, tough finish. That was contact by the defense. Excellent concentration.
Now, Dinwiddie. He's got 9. Here's Watanabe. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 21.
Well, Chris Paul, when he feels like he can get his jumper going, he's going to it. There's such confidence in that shot.
Dinwiddie kicks to Thomas. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Phoenix has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Craig. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And here's the fast break. Paul for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Chris Paul is such a hard guard. You've got to contest 3 because of his ability to drive. Like, what do you do if you're a defender? You are in a problematic situation.
Here's Watanabe. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie with it. They can't stop the run with that one. Suns leading by 17. Fires from the corner. It's hauled in by Thomas. Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Pass to Dinwiddie. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That's foul number 2 for him.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Brooklyn making some changes. T.J. Warren comes in for Thomas. And it's Mills in for Dinwiddie. Mills with it. With the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. Mills has got 6.
Wow, creating off the bounce is Patty Mills. Nice drive.
Here's Paul. Releases from the wing and drills it. And the Suns lead by 17.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Now here's Mills. He has 6. Pass to Finney-Smith. Down low. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Curry with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
The shot's good from Paul.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Watanabe passes to Curry. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, this is Curry's specialty. The catch and shoot, yes, sir, that's in his bag. Go ahead, Seth.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Here's Craig.
Second quarter.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Warren. He's got 7. That one drops for him.
Well, you like the effort of T.J. Warren, capitalizing when he's shooting in the painted area. I think one area we've clearly seen a marked improvement from T.J. Warren over his career is his willingness to take threes and to make them consistently. It's getting on par with that great mid-range game he has.
Here's Curry. Outside Warren. Again, the Nets for two.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. And you know, Doris, the uptick in Warren's long-range shooting has led to more minutes.
Well, it certainly gives a coaching staff confidence that will help with the flow of the offense. Defenders are forced to guard him on the perimeter. They can no longer sag and be in the gaps with him.
Here's Watanabe. The Suns getting the bucket. Back to Curry. Deflects the pass. Outside Warren. 4 on the clock. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Warren. Curry's got 6.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Here's Lee. Brooklyn with the rebound. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The kick out to Warren. Back to Mills. The pass to Finney-Smith. Fires from the wing. Rebound by Okogie.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Lee. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Lee's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
On the floor for your Knicks, Joe Harris.
And Paul launches it from deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their transition game has been in full effect. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, hot start, full finish. What happened out there?
Well, we came out with a lot of energy, but in the second quarter it died down a little bit. You know, it's real. Everybody's very excited. You know, our team's excited, their team's excited, officials excited. You know what I mean? So we just got to calm down and play a little bit.
And I'm excited. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Good to be with you for halftime. Let's check in on the NBA action coming up later tonight. Out in Portland, it'll be the Trail Blazers against the Warriors. Start time, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific.
And on paper, these two are pretty close in terms of talent.
Yeah, that's going to come down to effort and who controls that pace.
And circling back to this first half, fellas, a decisive advantage for the Suns.
They're clearly beating them in transition. It's been all fast breaks. And hey, that's how this roster was built.
Every team tries to establish an identity. Theirs is catch me if you can.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Torrey Craig is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Devin Booker missing his last shot.
Yeah, Ben Simmons at 6'11" with elite hops. That's an easy look.
Here's Ayton. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
O'Neal passes to Claxton, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
Now, here is O'Neal. Pass to Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. Going inside. No good that time. The Suns go the other way with it.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Got that one. Bridges has got 15.
Well, the length and skill set is a tremendous combination for Mikal Bridges. Starting to cook a little bit.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. 9 points in the game so far. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. Katie says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you. Suns leading by 11. And it's Paul penetrating, got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. It's good. Ayton's got 20 points. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Dinwiddie outside to the inside. And a dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Ball finds Bridges. And here is Ayton. Got a piece of it. Craig against Simmons. To the middle. Here's Claxton. Offensive rebound. Knocks it loose. Paul with the steal. Now here's Ayton. He's tightly guarded. Shot up 2 there.
Well, the offensive game will round into shape over time, and it's absolutely critical that DeAndre Ayton look to score as much as possible.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
To the floor. Give it up for Team Height.
Johnson, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. Fourth, the Suns.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
Simmons against Johnson. Knocked away. Paul with the steal. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Nets trail by 15. Dinwiddie outside. He dishes it to Harris. Pass to Simmons. Shoots over Johnson. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Harris. 14 points for Ben Simmons. Greg, Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, Jordy. Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level company.
Dinwiddie wide open. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Crosses over. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 8th rebound here tonight. And they double up Simmons. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. Into the lane. Thomas checked in for Brooklyn.
Coming out on the floor for your Knicks, Cameron Thomas.
And here is O'Neal. 8 points for him. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here's Bridges. 17 points in the game.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
O'Neal misses. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Nets trail by 12. And Thomas has it in the corner. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Phoenix has gotten 2/3 of their 3-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Ayton and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Ben Simmons.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Watanabe comes in for Nicholas Claxton, and Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Dinwiddie. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Elbow shot. Ayton trying to break free. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Ayton's got 10 points here in the second half. Nets trail by 14. Timeout called the Nets. Look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Turn it up, Nets fans, for your Brooklyn Nets.
Sarge is checked in for Phoenix. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Nicholas Claxton.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Ball's knocked loose. Bridges with the steal. Here's Johnson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Phoenix?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Over O'Neal. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Yeah, no lack of confidence in Mikal Bridges. This guy believes he can make shots.
To the paint. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Bridges. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Well, good defense, losing to better offense in that instance. You love how calm Mikal Bridges is in the face of that great contest.
Thomas, good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the Suns call time here. Brooklyn making some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Simmons, and Warren subbed in for Royce O'Neal. Here's Booker. He's got 16.
Well, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
For Phoenix, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Booker.
Well, Devin Booker's ability to put an offense on his back is huge for any organization. His willingness to absorb and embrace responsibility is so crucial.
Both free throws good from Booker. Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product. More games are scheduled overseas. Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're tipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly.
Here's Sumner, following the basket by Chris Paul. Puts up a 3. Sumner's shot is off.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Wasted no time on that one. That's now 32 points for Chris Paul.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Bridges against Warren. And it's blocked.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. Rejection, yes, sir. Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
And it's the Suns with the ball, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Here's Thomas. No good off the back of the rim. Suns leading by 17. Johnson, the pass to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
It has not mattered one bit what the defense has sent to Devin Booker tonight. He is cooking.
Outside Warren. Pass to Finney-Smith. Thomas against Booker. From deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Now, here's Thomas, following the missed shot by Dario Saric. Here's Sumner. 9 points in the game so far. The pass to Finney-Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Warren. Great look there, but off target. Phoenix has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Bridges misses. Nets trailed by 19. You talk about a defensive menace. That's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big defensive play. Often lines up against the opponent's most important offensive player. And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Yep, it counts.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Brooklyn's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Sumner passes to Finney-Smith.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
And Thomas now, top of the key, passes it to Sumner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. The net second.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
The first free throw is good. Curry's checked in for Brooklyn. Mills comes in for Thomas. Phoenix also making some changes. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Johnson. Okogie comes in for Bridges. And Lee's subbed in for Booker. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Suns leading by 17. And it's Paul penetrating. That one goes in. Paul's got 36.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Now here's Mills, defended by Paul. Here's Finney-Smith. Some solid defense from Saric. The Suns shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Here's Okogie. Suns keep it alive. Tries again. In deep. Paul drops it in. Paul's got 10 points in the quarter.
Chris Paul has always been willing to rebound the position. He understands he's got to provide support on the backboards.
Back to Mills. Nails the baby hook. Mills has got 8.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Here's Saric. Misses with the tough leaning jump shot. Now here's Mills, defended by Paul. And Mills kicks to Warren. They set the pick. Connects in the foul line jumper. He's got 13.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Mills passes to Finney-Smith. Nets passing it around. Here's Sumner. And it's blocked.
Oh, Dario Saric sends it back. Go ahead, sir.
Here's the drive. And finished off by Craig.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Warren kicks to Mills from past the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, this is a big part of Patty Mills' job, right? Knocking down three-point shots.
A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for the Suns. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Suns leading by 18. They've got Seth Curry. Harris is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Claxton in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Coming up on the floor for your Nets, Royce O'Neal.
1 Poked loose. Pass to Ayton. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
How about the power from DeAndre Ayton on that finish right through the contact?
Harris outside. Down low. And he slams it one-handed.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Phoenix has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Ayton missing. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Nets. It's an 18-point game. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And Phoenix making a change here. Bridges checks in. Here's Claxton. He kicks it to O'Neal. The three, and he's good on the three ball.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Here's Booker driving to the basket. And the dunk by Booker.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
Booker against Dinwiddie. Feeds to Simmons. Rejected by Booker. Suns leading by 17. 11 feet away. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And he gets it back. Johnson, the pass to Bridges. Now Ayton, picked off in midair. Outside, Simmons kicks it to O'Neal. Dinwiddie against Booker. Dinwiddie right side. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Ayton.
First team foul. At the line, Spencer Dinwiddie. At the line 2 times.
And the first one drops.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Suns leading by 15. Here's Ayton. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
It's tipped. Booker looking around. Over Harris. Booker, good. Booker's got 24.
Well, for certain guys, the mid-range is not where you want to be, but for Devin Booker, it's money.
Here's Dinwiddie. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And it's Ayton missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
To the inside. Simmons against Johnson. And Simmons slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Ayton. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Now, here's Dinwiddie. They get the rebound. Pass to Claxton. Dinwiddie stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. Phoenix leading by 15. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. For 3, Booker cans it from downtown. Booker's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Dinwiddie against Booker. The pass to Claxton. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, Ayton's reach is absolutely incredible. Great anticipation. That is nice defense.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Paul's checked in for Damian Lee. Nets trail by 18. Here's Dinwiddie. That one, no good. Bridges with some nice defense. Ayton inside. Dinwiddie covering. That one falls.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Simmons. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Over Johnson. No good from Simmons. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Over Claxton. Brooklyn with the rebound. Simmons got 11 rebounds in the game. Inside to end the run. Claxton no good.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
And the Suns call time.
And your next youth team. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your next youth team.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. Phoenix leading by 20. To the left side wing. Here's Ayton. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now, here is O'Neal. And it's denied. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Simmons against Johnson. Shot clock at 5 to end the cold streak. And it's Ayton with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. They grabbed their own miss.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Brooklyn with the ball. Now Dinwiddie. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cover. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live. Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Dinwiddie with it. It's deflected. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Brooklyn ball.
And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Friday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
And that game against Sacramento, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
And the Suns call time here.
Who needs attention? Come on, let me hear ya.
Here's Simmons. Dinwiddie up top. Here's the three. Here's Claxton, and he banks in the layup. Claxton's got 12 points in just the second half.
They cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
And so Simmons will bring it up for Brooklyn. And Doris, in a time where we see so much international conflict, Commissioner Adam Silver has said that shared loves and appreciations, including sport, can bring us all together. It's a nice thought.
It's a wonderful thought, Kevin, and I think immediately to the NBA Finals, where I see representatives from so many different countries, China, Brazil, you name it, the opportunity to interact, to share our passion for the game of basketball. Listen, the hope is we can find more things that connect us than that pull us apart.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Sharch has checked in for the Suns. Okogie comes in for Devin Booker.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Ayton.
I'll tell you, this guy already a double-double threat nightly, and DeAndre Ayton's ceiling is still high. Now, he's got to go ahead and reach those expectations by putting in the work.
Now, here's Mills. To the middle. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Damian Lee is checked in for Phoenix.
Damian Lee.
Here's Sumner. Warren trying to break loose. And Sumner gets it to go.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
Lee outside. He doesn't hit that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Passes it to Mills. Back to Warren. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That is his first foul of the game. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Now, here's Warren. 4 on the shot clock. Right at the free throw line. Saric grabs the board. Saric has got his 6th rebound on the night. From the corner. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 44.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Mills passes to Watanabe. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Utah. Watanabe stepping to the line with 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. Last year, as we know, the NBA, Doris, named the members of the 75th anniversary team. Any players that were missed that you think should have been on that list?
I mean, the one guy that comes to mind immediately is Klay Thompson, who will go down as one of the great shooters in NBA history. The problem for voters, I think, is the challenge of weighing the accomplishments of prior generations with what we are witnessing today. It is a challenging vote. There's no doubt Klay will be top 100 when it comes in 25 years.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Brooklyn basketball.
Here's Watanabe. Pass to Sumner. Looks for Thomas, gets it to him.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite the tailspin. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's Mills with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. He feeds it to Warren. Some solid defense from Ayton. Phoenix has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Beyond the arc. Traps in the tray. Ayton's got 47 points.
And this is something Ayton has to keep developing. In this era, big men have to possess an outside jumper.
Mills with it. He's picked up by Paul. The feed now to Warren. And it's Warren with the jam.
T.J. Warren finishes with authority. We'll give you a salute, sir.
Here's Paul. Brooklyn with the rebound. Now here's Mills. Lets the three fly. And the three ball is good.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give.
And it's Ayton missing. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Here's Paul. No good, unable to end this run. The Nets shooting it really well. 54% from the floor.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Phoenix.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Chris Paul.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force. And I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
Here to put on a show, your Brooklyn Nets.
And Phoenix making a change. Booker's checked in. And Ayton gets double teamed. Pulls up on the wing, and the jumper is good. Ayton's got 49 points in the game.
spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Here's Mills following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Clock at 6. Left side, Thomas. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
They get it again. Here's Saric. Almost, but it rolls out. And here's Mills. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, it seemed like you really wanted to set the tone tonight, and you really wanted this game to go through you. What was the focus?
Just trying to be aggressive. You know, my teammates going to follow me, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. So hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
Well, you built on it, and you got the job done when you had to. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.